Hi guys, it's HCG Tropical. I am checking in. It's my very first blog ever, and I'm on round 1, phase 2, VLCD day 2. So I just wanted to kind of give you an update on what's going on with me, and hopefully these will be fairly regular to help me more than, you guys. That's great if you watch them. I appreciate any input anybody can give me on, advice or things that maybe might help me along my journey. So first off, I just want to say I have a menagerie of animals here, and so if you hear little noises in the background or see a cat or hear a dog, that's why. We're not really a rescue, but it's like living in a rescue here. So I also live in Hawaii, and there are a lot of free-range chickens outside. So if you hear roosters crowing, that is why. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of talk about what's going on with me. So I started HCG a few days ago. I had it for a while. I had to wait till my time of month was over, and so I just started it. I did my load days, and I've been following everything to letter of the law for the protocol, and I gained 1.7 pounds on my load days, total, and then started my first VLCD yesterday, and today when I weighed myself, yay, I'm up a pound. I don't know what that's all about, but let's just say I'm not thrilled. So I freaked out, of course, and went back and looked at a lot of the other people that I've been following on here that have been doing it for a really long time, really successfully, and went back to their round 1, looking at their first week. And consistently, everybody lost weight, after their first day. And so I'm a little not thrilled by that. I'm trying to tell myself, you're your own body, and things are going to happen in your time, and all those positive things that you'd tell your friend, if somebody came to you and said, hey, this is what's going on with me. But at the same time, it still stinks. So that's where I'm at. And I do have an autoimmune disorder that may slow things down a little, but I'm certainly not going to use that as my crutch. I've got Hashimoto's thyroiditis, and I know HCG Chica has it as well, along with a few other people, and they've been really successful with this protocol. So I'm just going to truck along and do my best, and I may have my doctor change my medicine to what some of the other folks use. That may work better for me. I've had this disorder for 20 years, and I only just found out that I have the Hashimoto's portion of the hypothyroidism about a year and a half ago. So that sort of throws a little more information that is actually helpful into my mix. So anyway, that's me. I've been exercising, my whole life. I've been pretty athletic, and over the last maybe, it seems like so long now when I say it, probably over the last 12 years, I've had 6 knee surgeries and a bunch of other surgeries from breaking things, and I'm pretty active. And so anyway, I have to run a lot in order to see a reduction in weight. I don't really eat that much. I think I've just got a lot of hormonal stuff going on. My metabolism is just sort of not working properly or as efficiently as it could. So anyway, it's no fun to run 6-7 miles every day, or at least 5 days a week, and then your knees are swollen and they kill you, and you get a horrible headache, and you just feel like junk, and who wants to have the motivation to work out when you know that afterwards, and for that whole rest of the day and potentially the next day, you're going to feel terrible. So I don't, that doesn't appeal to me at all. And so this is an option that I'm looking at. I recently really got interested in doing Bikram yoga, and if anybody out there has done it before, you'll know that it is probably the hardest workout you've ever had. And it's a great thing because you work to your own level, and anyway, I don't feel terrible after it. I start to feel really good after the 3rd day. You start to feel okay, this isn't so bad. The first 3 days about kill you. And then after you go for a couple weeks consistently, you start feeling really like euphoric afterwards. Well, that's great, and I love it, and I want to continue it. Obviously, I'm not going to do it during this because it's an hour-and-a-half session each time in an incredibly hot room, and you burn a ton of calories. And I just think that would be way too much while I'm doing this protocol. But hopefully, my plan is to do this and then be able to shed a bunch of the pounds and just feel better and get everything sort of reset to where it needs to be. And then that'll help me down the road. I'll go back to yoga and I'll be able to get into some of the poses, the asanas that I'm just too fat for right now. My thighs are just, you probably can't tell from here, and I'm not going to subject you to it, but my thighs are just too fat to be able to wrap around one leg with the other to get your foot behind the front of your other calf, and my boobs are huge, and some of them I'm like, oh, I can't breathe because my bent over with my face in my boobs, and that's probably TMI, but I really think, that will help me. If I get rid of some of this weight, then that'll help me be able to just be better at it and feel more comfortable. And, my clothes right now, they just don't fit me at all. I've never been this heavy, and it sort of snuck up on me, and I can't wear any of my jeans at all. I mean, I just can't. And I just don't look cute, in my clothes right now, and I don't feel good. So, and that's the biggest thing, I just don't feel healthy, and I'm not happy with the way that my body looks. I live in a wonderfully beautiful place, and I was just telling a friend of mine the other day that I haven't been to the beach in over a year, and I'm surrounded by like the most beautiful beaches in the world here. And that's kind of criminal. I also have a pool on my property, outside my house, and a hot tub, and I don't really use them either. And I love being in the sun and being tan and swimming, and anyway, it needs to happen for a multitude of reasons. So anyway, getting back to HCG, I slightly upped my dose today from 160 to 170. I know it's kind of early to be adjusting it, but I do actually, I don't know if it's psychosomatic or what, I do feel a little bit better today, and maybe I just needed time overall for it from the time that I started the injections for it to really start kicking in. But I did get very, very hungry yesterday afternoon. After I had eaten lunch, and probably about an hour and a half later, I just started to feel really hungry, and then I got a really bad headache, to the point where I had to come home and take a pain pill and lay in bed, and that never happens. And maybe it's just, I'm detoxing or whatever. But I actually did a cleanse for a few weeks before I started this protocol. So I was hoping to get most of that out, and I don't know if it was from that or stress or who knows. But I did feel like junk, and then I did go and I had my little dinner, my little shrimp dinner, and which was great, my cucumber salad I loved. So, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully tomorrow it won't be another, kick in the face of more weight gain. I'm drinking about 3 liters of water a day, so, and that seems to be fine, water with maybe a little lemon in it, maybe some stevia, but I don't really need it with the stevia. I kind of prefer it without, so that's where I'm going with that. This morning so far, actually it's just before noon, and I've had my coffee with a little bit of stevia in it and my water, and that's it. I haven't eaten yet, but I will. But I'm not starving right now, which is great. That's pretty typical for me, though. I really am not hungry in the morning, and it's usually, in the afternoon where I'm hungry. I do try to balance it out and not, just so that my metabolism doesn't get more whacked than it already is. But it's not really unusual that I'm not hungry now, is my point. So it'll just be a process, and I'll have to, feel it out and learn as I go, trial by fire. And yeah, so let me see. I'm referencing my notes here. I wanted to talk a little bit about makeup. I switched out all of my lotions and everything, I'm not using that. I've got a couple oil-free versions of things that I will put on my face and my body a little bit, just so that I'm not totally pruned out. I still feel like my skin is really dry though from using the mineral makeup, because it's not what I was using before, which was a liquid foundation, so, and a cream blush, and so those are out. But so now what I've got, and this says that it's oil free, and I don't know if you can see it really or not. Oh, that's not good. Anyway, it's a L'Oreal True Match, and it says that it's oil free, but it is like a more of a creamy kind of thing. So hopefully that's okay, because I am using that as like my base. And then I have this L'Oreal True Match Mineral oil-free powder that I'm using, and and as if that wasn't enough, I have this Physicians Formula bronzer that I kind of throw on, because I'm not tan right now. It probably looks like I am, but it's actually more makeup than anything. So that is supposed to be oil-free. So hopefully that's all good to go. And then I have some eyeshadows that I'm using as well for eyeshadow, and then for an eyeliner, and then for a brow, filler inner. And hopefully that's okay. It doesn't say anything about oil-free on it. And I know that the Dr. Simeon's protocol said that you could, wear eyeshadow and lipstick. But I don't know, that was like from the 50s, right? So who knows how things have changed. And then just for the sake of this video, I've got on this sort of lip gloss that kind of dries to a powder. But normally, if I'm working, I don't wear lipstick. I usually will, if my lips are dry, I have a couple different kinds of chapsticks that I use, which now I'm not using. And I've gotten Carmex because it said that Carmex was okay, but Carmex I just think makes my lips even more dry. So I just try to suck it up and not use anything. But so if you guys have any other suggestions, or if you think that some of the things that I'm using might be bad, please let me know, because I don't need any more, roadblocks than I already have. So I really appreciate that. And I guess teas. I've been occasionally, having some tea. I've got a bunch here, but what I'm using now is this Moroccan mint tea that is really yummy. And sometimes I'll make like an iced tea with it. It's good, very refreshing. And then there's this other one, this mango passion fruit one, which is really good as like an iced tea. So, and that one's caffeine free. And I don't know how much the caffeine affects the pharmaceutical grade HCG, so if anybody has any input on that, yeah, let me know. I appreciate all information is, just helpful. But I really appreciate all the info that I'm getting from you guys out there that have been, doing this for a while, and looking at what your recipes are, because quite frankly, I hate to cook, and I'm, because I don't like it, it's not my best quality, shall we say. But I do have a cookbook that I got, and I'm trying to get to it right now, this one, and I followed, like I made the cucumber salad version out of this, and that seems good. And I know that, let's see, who was it? I don't think I wrote her name down here, but I think it's HCG Skinny Bee. She's got a lot of really great recipes on hers, and as with HCG Chica and a bunch of other ladies on here. But I just want to say thank you to both those guys, and Lori at HHCG Crazy, and Steph's HCG, really funny videos, and Blondie Joe 99, just really great info. And I know she hasn't been on here in a while, but HCG Blonde Ambition, who also super funny and had a lot of really great info, and all you guys really easy to identify with, and I really love watching your vlog updates and where you started from. So thank you so much, and I'll be back, I guess, and let you know what's going on. Wish me luck. If you have any insight as to why I may be gaining weight instead of losing weight, let me know. Okay, take care and aloha.